Point-and-click adventure games aren't very common these days for good reason. The pixel hunts, dead ends, and poor pacing of many of them have turned away many gamers even before their commercial decline doomed the once prevalent genre to the bargain bin. But the next big thing is here, and it's an old-school point-and-click. Does it fall in the same traps, or is it a worthy adventure to embark on? You play as two reporters, Liz Allaire, a celebrity reporter, and Dan Murray, a sports reporter. Forced to work together on a news report, these distinct characters maintain a friendly and warm relationship.
Good. Bad. Jerk. Lunatic.
However, not long into the game, a conspiracy starts taking shape, and our intrepid adventurers begin their quest to find out Hollywood's dark secrets. The very idea that monsters are real and that they try to blend in with the rest of society is absurd, but given that Pendulo Studios have always raised the bar on wackiness, the absurd premise is a much better fit for the wacky shenanigans you'll be a part of. Characters are also well developed and distinct, and the experience is unquestionably memorable as a result. The next big thing is a point-and-click adventure. You move the mouse around objects and click on them for something to happen. You have an inventory which houses your items, and thankfully you'll never have more than a dozen things on you. You can right-click to change the interaction you want to engage in, to say, examine or talk to someone. The best thing about this game is its mostly common sense puzzles. Sure, there are wacky combinations and lateral thinking is necessary from time to time, but with the exception of the hieroglyphs puzzle in the middle where there is no indication to what you're supposed to do, most puzzles make sense, at least in the game's context. Another great thing about the gameplay is that you're never really doing busy work for the sake of it. Every single puzzle is contextualized by the narrative in one way or another. You'll do a lot of talking, but thanks to the great dialogue and voice acting, you won't mind that at all. However, that same enjoyable pace means you're unlikely to spend more than 6 hours in this engaging world, but that's more of a question of quality over quantity. One interesting feature is the difficulty system. On hard, you won't get any help at all, and it plays like a typical adventure. On medium, you're given the ability to highlight all hotspots, though given that pixel hunting is thankfully non-existent, it's a matter of convenience. On easy, you even get hints, but their helpfulness is inconsistent. However you want to play, the game still has good puzzles and a good pace. The next big thing is absolutely gorgeous. Pendulo Studios have always made pretty games, but this is definitely their masterpiece. The absolutely dazzling display of colors in front of your eyes makes for a very visually appealing title, though environments can look a bit static and in some situations, characters are missing idle animations. In terms of sound, music is pleasant and always appropriate, and the voice acting is some of the most energetic you'll ever hear. The writing itself is charming and funny, and lends itself to the characters very well, even if the script occasionally feels as though it wasn't originally written in English. The next big thing isn't perfect. The hieroglyphics puzzle in the middle is a showstopper that might require a walkthrough, the graphics aren't perfect, and it's only 7 hours long at most. And yet these problems fade away when you start taking into account the beautiful visuals, funny script, memorable characters, and reasonable puzzles. This is easily Pendulo's best game and an adventure classic that you owe to yourself to at least try. It's absurd and goofy, but it's also thoroughly enjoyable and ultimately an adventure you really shouldn't miss out on.
Come on.
Never a benefice. What a guy. Now do it, or I'll have you drawn and quartered.
Advice from an expert. Never shut your eyes when kissing. I have to leave you, for now.